Good day to all of you. This is now the second video for the subject AC/DC machines. This time, I don't have any illustration, but this is more on talking, okay, lecture. Because I'm going to present to you the different types of motors. But remember, considering also that you don't have yet the basic knowledge on electricity, I already talked to your instructor that it is not really good nga idungan o offer ang basic electricity o kining AC/DC machines. Why? Because if you do not know yet the basic electricity, wala pa may balo sa electric circuit, you do not know yet what is parallel, what is series circuit, you do not know yet what is Ohm's law, Watt's law, then there might be a difficulty in learning the AC/DC machines. And at the same time, you should know how to use a multi-tester. Because whether you like it or not, we have to test the motor to find out where are the terminals for running and starting windings. That is also one way to determine if the motor is grounded, shorted, like that. So of course we need a multi-tester. So as your instructor, I might give you first multi-tester. Okay? Bahala din maduplicate ni sa ubang maestro, but I'm going to give you the basic knowledge on how to use your multi-tester to become a voltmeter, to become a millimeter, and to become an ohmmeter. So we call it VOM tester instead of multi-tester. VOM tester, to be specific, because there are different types of meters. So that would be the first topic that I'm going to discuss to you maybe, or if not, I'm going to discuss to you first the electric circuit, no? The different parts of electric circuits, then what are the uses, what are the functions, and then of course, what are the troubles, what are the causes. So these are the things that I'm going to discuss with you. And if possible, this is a requirement. This is a requirement. You should have your own multi-tester or VOM tester. And if possible, you also secure common electrical tools like pliers, like screwdrivers, no? And then please don't ever forget that multi-tester or VOM tester. But anyway, some of your instructors, particularly if you have the subject building wiring or residential wiring, they are always requiring you the basic tools. Considering also that we don't have an actual today, but you might ask me, saan na mo paggamit sa among mga tools, sir? Because, you know, I already talked to your other subject teacher regarding that particular subject, ng residential ninyong subject, residential wiring. I talked to him. Ni ako siyang gisultian nga, how would you do it? Kung saan mo pa-actual ang mga estudyante. Then, according to him, ingon siya, nanaklo siya pamaagi. I think he is requiring you to provide a wiring board, di ba? And then, he also requiring you to buy some of the basic materials for house wiring or building wiring. So, of course, he will demonstrate on how to install. Now, if you will, you know, I am very sure, no? Your instructor will give you only problem. He might also introduce to you the type of wiring, and then he will give you the diagram, and then you will connect that or install that in actual using the wiring board that he is requiring. So, mo na siya usa nga problema nimo. Kung wala kay mga tools, wala kay mga materials. But I think, I do not know if he will do it individually, kay mahal-mahal, bisa ng mga materials. So, they might, again, group you into different, he will divide the class into different groups with members. So, kamoy mag-amuta sa mga supplies and materials, And then, of course, ang inyong tester, mag-individual mo ana. Ang inyong pliers, individual mo, kay iyaman mo ana. But for this supplies and materials for wiring installation, inyo nang amount na. You will contribute and then you will buy. Okay? Na may hardware, na consumable, anang wires, consumable man na. No? Mga pipes, consumable man na siya. So, these are the things that you need to buy in order to know how to install lights, lamps, switches, safety switches, and everything, convenience outlet. Then, mauna siya, kung na mo ana, dili na ta magproblema. Kaya na naman mo electric circuit. Pero, siguroon ko na lang yun. I will explain to you what is electric circuit, the different parts of the electric circuit. Then, I will give you the principle behind it. Particularly, maybe a little calculations in Ohm's law and Watt's law. This might be a duplication sa iyang ihatag sa inyo. But anyway, mas nindot, di ba? Duwa ka buk maestro parte ani mga kanibang subject. Kaya di ko mag-start. I will really start there. I will not start immediately to our machines, no? Because I am very particular of the basic knowledge on wiring and at the same time in measuring instruments. May makuha naman na ninyo. So, this time, karon lang kapanahonan, I would like to tell you the content of the subject, AC/DC machines. Okay? This is our content. First, I will start giving you the basic knowledge in electricity. As what I have told you a while ago, I will start on electric circuits. After having the electric circuits, I will also introduce to you the multi-tester or the VOM tester on how to use it. I know there might be a duplication, but anyway, this is for your own good, so mas better na ma-review ang mga topic. After having these topics, no, the electric circuits, the measuring instrument, then that would be the time that we will start, or I will start giving you the different types of motors. I'm going to differentiate motors, generators, and transformer. What is the difference between motors and generators? Where will you use the motor? Where will you use the generator? How would you connect electric motors? How would you connect generators? So ato na siyang isgutan na siyang mga butang. And then I'm going to give you also the different types of single-phase motors. Remember, there are 5 types of single-phase motors, and every type, it has so many diagrams or connections. It depends on the application. In fact, one of the types of motor is capacitor motor. Then in capacitor motor, there are 3 types. Then in every type, if you will look at the book Electric Motor Repair by Rosenberg, no? For that type of motor alone, capacitor, start, induction motor, there are 12 connections or 12 diagrams found in this book. That is only for one particular motor. Then for the other type, again, there are 12. Other type, there are 10. But of course, we will not study all the diagrams. Those very important diagrams lang, or common diagrams, mo'y atong tunan. Okay? Then, I will let you see the actual appearance of the machines, no? The motor. If possible, I can dismantle it, disassemble it, to let you see the different parts of the motor. The main parts of the motor. And then, how it functions inside. Unsa may iyang rule as part of that particular motor. Then after explaining to you the different parts, the function, the application of that particular motor, then we will do, or we will have again the connections na mga diagrams na dayanta. Because for me, di makumudritso sa diagramming, I will always start from the motor yun. Ato na bungkagon siya, makita ninyo ang sulod. Now remember, supposedly, what would be skill that you will acquire from this subject? So supposedly, you will learn motor rewinding. Okay? motor rewinding. How would you rewind a motor? Single phase and three phase. But sad to know, wala man ta sa atong laboratory karon, laboratory shop. So it is difficult for me to teach you rewinding by not giving you the actual or showing you the actual rewinding. Mao na siya. Pero iulahi tala na siya. I will introduce all the types of single phase and three phase motor. And then after that, I will also give you the different types of generators. Okay? Kaya namang po yung tulo ka klase ng generators, upat ka connection na siya. AC or DC. And then we have also transformer. Transformer is a machine. That is an stationary machine. Don't ever think that when we talk machine that is a moving. No, the machines are moving machines. No, the transformer is considered as a stationary machine. Now, for the transformer alone, there are 4 types, or rather 5 types of connections. No? So I will explain that to you. I will illustrate that on the board. And then I will give you also some references of this particular topic. So you don't need to worry. But again, and again, you should provide this kind of book. The title is Electric Motor Repair. But actually, if you will open this, there is generator inside. There are motor controls inside. No? They are explained. And they are well illustrated. So there is no reason that you will not learn. But the author is different here. The author here is Rosenberg and August Hahn sa motor controls. But we will not talk motor controls, man, because we will be more on AC machines. So after these machines, or I mean after this subject, you will take industrial control. So this is a prerequisite for industrial control. So we should learn the different types of motor, particularly the leads out. Kada bang wire nga mo gawas para i-connect nimo sa linya sa 220. Remember, we are dealing live wires here, 220 volts. The motor rated in different voltages. But we are very particular of the 220 volts because that is a very common voltage in motor. Remember, the motor can be run in 3 volts or even 1.5 volts, 3 volts, 6 volts, 12 volts, 48. Then we have also 110, we have 220, 2040, we have also 360, for 40, or even 1,000 of volts. So, these are the voltages na pwede na to i-feed sa motor. Kung ka na nga motor, rated siya anong particular nga voltage. Okay? Pero mga dagko na sa mga dagko na ganyan voltahe, dagko na po na nga mga klase nga mga motors. And that is used in industrial plant. Okay? Now, after having all the diagram, remember, I am requiring you a compilation. I am requiring you a compilation. Aside from the diagrams that I will give you, I will also let you have some diagram coming from here. Then you might ask me, sir, why is it that we need to have a compilation? In fact, naman kada sa libro. Remember, there are some connections that are not found in the book. Okay? I'm been teaching electricity for more than 30 years. Then I experienced many diagrams. I read many books. Then I found out nga lahi ang pamaagi. Then even myself, I was able to design circuits. That is not found in the book. But why is it that I was able to learn on how to design circuits? Because I study. Iyon anin na akong edad, but I never stop studying because I know there is still a lot of things I need to learn in electricity. Okay? In fact, until now, there is no specific definition what is electricity. There is no specific. You can define electricity maybe in like for example, static electricity. You can define that. But the word electricity until now, I hope there is already a definition. And then try to research. And then if you have it, please share it to me so that I can share it also to the people need sa anak nga klase nga definition. Okay? So again, my dear students, ay alam mo, kabalaka, don't worry nga, pili ta istorya, o kami nahibawan, o kami nakita, mapura ramo. And then, hopefully, you know, you are, I think, if I'm not wrong, you are 40 in one class. In my first video, I told you to group yourself. Have a members, 5 members for every group, and then there's a leader. Then, if this will happen, no, I will try my best to convince the administrator, particularly our dean, that maybe by group, you will come to our laboratory. You know, until now, there is no memorandum that we will allow students to come to our laboratory shop to do the actual. Wala pa gina siya. Pero, according to our administrator, maestro na may balo o diskarte ana. So, mine is just cooperate. Just follow instruction. Maura gina ang ako isulti sa inyo. Okay? And then keep this video. Keep this video because time to time, you can review it. You can review it. And, of course, this will also remind you kung unsay atong mga topics, unsa ang mga lecture nga gipanghatag nako sa inyo. Remember, I will never forget kung unsay akong nasulti, particularly nga na ng video, maka-review man ko ani. Diba? So, ang may tabuan ni karon is kamo. Now, if you will be using internet, there are reasons nga some of you might not view kung mag-zooming ta o unsa pa nang itawag ng mga method. Kunya og walay internet, magbagot-bot ta. Di ba? Hinay kaya internet, magbagot-bot ta. Pero og video, may internet og wala, o imo nang na-record, o imo nang na-save, na-appear ang imong video. And at the same time, sa ako nang gisulti sa inyo before, in the first video, I will really use YouTube. Okay? I will really use YouTube. So, I would like to encourage all of you. So, don't depend sa inyong instructor. With the advent of internet today, learning process is no longer difficult. Yeah. Then, anong igayon na, you have so many things to learn because of YouTube. We will just give you the website. We will just give you the link kung asa mo dapit mo tanaw ana because I will introduce it to you. Okay? So ana lang, ayaw mo salig sa maestro. Don't ever think that your instructor learn everything about your subject because until now we are still studying, no, to upgrade, to enhance our knowledge and our skill. Okay, nanabiyat na karon sa bag-o na technology. Okay? So, daghan ang atong angay pangatunan sa inyo. Of course, yun na niya, ayaw pagsalit sa video kay basi ma-erase na naagig kay notebook. Still, while I'm giving you the lecture, take note. If you think that there are technical terms that I mentioned, take note. Okay? And then, try to go to dictionary, then find it out. But remember, there is also a book for technical terms na nasa available na nga libro. Sa ang mga technical terms na nasa available in the market. I mean, in the bookstore. Available na siya. So, you can have that kind of book. But I will not require you to have that book. No? But, if you are interested to buy, for you to learn the technical definition, that particular term, then you can buy that book. Okay? So, that is all for today. Then, for our next video, then I will already use a whiteboard. And then I will start giving you the electric circuit, the measuring instrument. This is maybe around 20 to 30 minutes video. Mura na siya, 20 to 30 minutes video. Pero there's a possibility that it will take 1 hour kana na o mag-actual na kita, na mag-demonstrate na gid ko unsaon pag-connect. So it might take you more than 40 minutes. Ingara kay i-explain ko man gud ang detalye. So dili buti pasabot nga basta-bastahon lang mo. Again, I will be more on video. Okay? When I give problems, that will be considered as your test. Namatay midterm, namatay final. Kami na'y bahala, anak. For me, just follow instruction. Ako na'y bahala, anak. Then, just submit, no, by group sa inyong mga requirement. Yun na lang. Just submit it to me. Ipakita lang na din na inyo lang kudakan, nga mo na inyong nahimo. Okay, fine. So ako din matagaan, ako i-take note dayon nga nakahimo na mo. And then I will go over that one, akong tanawon kung insakto ba inyong gihimo. And then if there's something wrong, then ako musultian. There's something wrong here, yun ana. Then of course, you will be graded, no? Then, always remember that the compilation will be submitted to me at the end of the semester as your requirement. So, you always take note. Maybe this is by group. No, this is not individual but by group. Aron din na kita mo gasto o daghang papel, folder. But, of course, I want a presentable compilation. Okay? And then, you don't need to worry because this will be returned to you. Ay lang kabalaka, iuli ko ni sa inyo. Aron, this will also serve as your reference aside from the book. O na siya akong iatag sa inyo. Okay, so that is all for today. And then, thank you and God bless us all.